Hey y'all, this is Brett, and I have a friend here. Her name is Chrissy. Say hi, Chrissy.
Hi.
And Chrissy was visiting me a few months back. How long has it been?
It was in April.
April, okay. So, and at that time, she had a cast on her arm, and that was from what happened?
I was playing baseball without a glove with my friend's kids and fell down and broke my distal radius, which is my wrist.
Okay. And so you had a cast on your whole arm?
I had a full arm cast for about 2 weeks, and then they put on a short arm cast for the remaining 4 weeks.
Okay, cool. Not really cool. Painful.
Yes, it was painful.
But in any case, so your arm was immobilized.
Yes.
And you could not move it. And that's important because they want the bones to heal correctly, right?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
But then after you got your cast off, what was the deal?
After my cast came off, I think I was still immobilized in a splint for another couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I started physical therapy with my arm, with my hand.
Okay. And you were having still like pain?
I have pain when I try to move it or use it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just sitting there, it doesn't hurt.
Right, okay. So, when the muscles have been immobilized, then they're getting shorter, they're getting tighter. They haven't been functioning, they haven't been extending or flexing at all. And so, after a cast comes off, what it needs is those muscles to be massaged from the inside out. And so the physical therapist taught you what?
Taught me how to do exercises for flexion and extension.
Uh-huh.
But I still, as you can see, I have limited range of motion when you look at my 2 arms, my 2 wrists.
Uh-huh. Right. I was looking at that, and I was feeling the end point. When you flex this like this, see, this is a lot better, because I taught her a few exercises in the grocery store the other day. This is a lot better than what it was before. And it's feeling better. It was a little bit too much of a hard end point. What I mean by a hard end point was that the wrist got to here and it was like, it just stopped. It wasn't totally stopped, but it was pretty firm of an end point, you know? And so, now that we've been massaging these muscles, I've taught her how to massage her own muscles, then it's getting more range of motion, as you can see. Now, we need to work on some of these lower ones too, because the extension here, this is extension. This is going to be helped by releasing these under here. If you just look at it mechanically, you can see how that is the case, you know. This is controlled, and the amount of range of motion there is controlled by how much these can stretch. Okay, so we're going to show her that and that. But first, I'm going to work on it for a few minutes, and then I'm going to show her the self-massage that she needs to do. And the techniques that the physical therapist has been showing her, that's cool, that's fine. But in my opinion, a yoga instructor is going to be able to show a person significantly better stretches for their body than a physical therapist, because they're just better at that. A good yoga instructor. A good yoga instructor. Okay, so anyway, so you take some oil in a bowl, like so, and you put it on the arm. And I don't have a camera person for this, so bear with me while I adjust this. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. So, you'll notice that when I'm working with my thumb here, I'm working on the muscles on the top of the arm. And here, I'm just holding the top of the arm with the thumb, and I'm working the muscles on the bottom side of the arm with the fingers, like so. And doing some cross-fiber friction, which is going across the muscles like this, which is more aggressive. And then I'm doing some stripping lengthwise with the fibers of the muscle like that. Okay? So, and also the arm needs to hang very loosely, and all the muscles need to be completely released, because that way I can get in deeper. Okay? So now we're working the underside muscles, and bear in mind that you need to alternately flex and extend the joint here, the wrist here, while you're working on it. That will give you different actions. That will create different muscle scenarios. Okay, so I'm getting here close to the wrist, and I can feel there's muscles tight in here too. Okay, so now I'm going to use 2 hands, the other hand, to work on this. And of course, it's always going to be better if you've got somebody that's good working on your arm. But people can't just go to massage therapists every day and pay them whatever, you know. Okay, so that's okay. So we're working on the wrist area, and we're also going to work on the hand directly. Remember that all of the muscles are directly connected. And so when we release these, it helps these. When we release these, it helps these to release. When we release all of this, it helps this to release. And then vice versa. If all of that is tight and pain and inflammation, then it creates tension in this. And then the whole life goes straight down the toilet. It's just not worth it. So all of this self-massage, it just continually helps you in all regards. You'll do better at work. You'll do better at play. You'll do better at everything. Okay, so now biceps and triceps. So I'm going to take that thumb and just strip those. And it hurts, but it hurts so good. I always sing that song. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. See, right there, it hurts, huh?
Yeah, it does hurt.
Okay.
But I know it's helping.
So deltoids. Here, okay, now. Hang on, because we got to adjust the camera to right there. Okay, and turn your chair to the left a little bit. More. More. Okay. So, with her elbow on the chair handle thing there, that helps the arm to be more relaxed. That's what that's for. But it's also, like, it's great for doing this massage, because the deltoid is not having to tense up to hold the arm up, so that I can get in here and find some stuff. That hurts, huh?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is also causing the wrist trouble. All of this. And also this. Okay? Remember Chrissy from Three's Company?
Yes.
Suzanne Summers.
That's exactly how I introduce myself when people say Christy. I say no, Christy, like Three's Company.
Uh-huh, yeah.
But it takes a certain age group to get it.
We're old, yeah. Chrissy, I heard her talking about once food combining and how she thinks that's what she does. Sorry, I'm in a strange position. I'm watching the camera and I'm trying to do this, but you know, that's the deal with working on muscles. There are rules, but basically the most important rule is get her done. You know, the cable guy, get her done. See, that's a lot of deep stuff in there. And you can work on that. Yeah. Down, down, down. You can work on the deltoid yourself too.
With my good hand.
Right. Okay, so also with the hand, I'm going to pull the fingers. These are the most sensitive parts. Remember that from school? How they told you that there was a lot of nerve endings in the tips of your fingers? Well, these are your healers. And now see that over there? See that over there? We're going to get her using that extra one over there. Now imagine if you had 3 hands. You could do all kinds of extra things on your bod. Okay, you sex addicts. So work on the webs too. Work on the fingers and work on the webs. See? I always make this little noise. And for those of you that are into acupoints, you're touching the center vessel, the centrifugal vessel, the first acu line that goes up the center of your body. It ends at your tongue, and then the back center of your body line ends at the top, the roof of your mouth. And when you tap your tongue on the roof of your mouth, or if you hold your tongue to the roof of your mouth, you're connecting the juncture between the two. And I always did that instinctively while I was doing massage, and then one day I figured out why I was doing that and connecting my front and back center meridians. And also, it makes for good rhythm. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to work on your own arm.
Okay.
You get to be the camera person.
Okay.
And I want you to do exactly what I was just doing by going to my arm, make it go right to my arm. If it needs to go lower or higher. Okay, so I'm stripping down with the thumb. Stripping down. Okay, so you can work on these like this. You might also work on them like this. And just dig with your fingertips. Just dig in there. Alternate. As soon as that gets too sore to work on anymore, go back to this. You can also ring. Okay. This is really aggressive. Ringing is another massage stroke that's important. And when you're working on somebody else, you can do 2 hands like this. Oh, remember that? Remember how they used to do that to you in school? What was that called? Like a burn or something. They'd do that. Do a burn on them, and they'd like do that to your arm. Okay, well, you have some oil on there. It's good. It's good. But if you're by yourself, you can only do one hand at a time. Okay, so then put that up there like that. Do your biceps. If you feel a sore spot in particular, then stop. You can also do this popping, I call it. Okay, so this is popping. I made that up. That was not something I learned in massage school. But it really is a good description of what I'm doing here. I found a tight muscle, a tight band, and I got my middle thumb right on that, and I'm popping it. Popping, pop, 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 pop. Stretch. Now you get to the end and do some of this. Finger action. And you're stripping not just the physical energy or the physical blood you're moving and lymph and muscles and all that, but you're also releasing energy out the tips of these fingers when you do that. Okay? You're feeling in between and you're working on those webs. And in reflexology, and you should get a reflexology chart so that you'll educate yourself on where all the points are connecting to the rest of your body. Okay, so your thumb, just like your toe, is your head, goes to your head. And if you feel a sharp pain in your thumb or your toe, then you may know that something's going on with your head that's healing also, that needs to be healed. And then you might subsequently then work on your head, your nose, your ears. Someone back there that's sensitive with her ears. You don't like your ears to be touched?
It depends. When I massage, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I notice when I'm just sitting or standing, and somebody comes up behind me and touches my ears, I don't like it.
Okay. But in any case, so learn reflexology. Down here. Work on the palm area. These are your thenar, thumb muscles. Work on these out here. I don't remember what those are called. And I'm not great with anatomy. And you don't have to be great with anatomy. All you have to be good with is listening to your own body. And whenever you get a little pain somewhere, that's a place where there's stagnated energy and you need to start rubbing it out. Like, the worst case scenario of that is a cramp. The morning of my birthday, yesterday morning, you know what I woke up to? A calf cramp. I was like, ah! I was dead asleep, and all of a sudden I got this nasty calf cramp, and it woke me up in about a half a second. So I reached down, because I knew exactly what to do, because this is what I do for a living. I reached down and I started flexing. My foot back and forth and squeezing as hard as I could right on the knot cramp. Oh my Lord, it took a few minutes, but I got it. I got it out. And then that day, yesterday, I put some oil on it. After I got it decent, I went back to sleep. But that day I knew that I needed to pay some attention to that area and really get it out. And so I put some oil on it and stripped the shit out of it, and then it was fine. Today it's all good. Oh, and also I did some of these. Point that right at my leg there.
Okay, it is.
Oh, point it back here. I did some of these. Now point up here so they can see what I'm doing. See, you hold against a wall like that, and then stretch it really good like that. And that's one of my favorite yoga stretches, and they don't even do that in yoga classes, but that's one of the best stretches for your calves. But okay, so now I'm going to do deltoids. And How I'm going to do that is on a chair, sitting on a chair. There's other better ways. Point it like right at this and get it all close in here. Okay. Show all of this. I'll get it.
Yep, it's
Okay, so I put my foot up here on the chair so that I can sit that on my knee like that. Put my hand on my head like that. Now this is all pretty much relaxed. Stick my thumb in my armpit. This isn't the best position. The best position is lying flat on your back with your arm like that to work on the deltoids. And then the triceps.
It's right in there.
Right here. The triceps. Put a little oil on there and just strip, 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 strip. Okay. So, that's how you work on your arm after you've had some kind of a problem like a broken arm. And then you get the cast off and there's not inflammation anymore. You got to go into it gradually, get working on it gradually, and then release those muscles so that you'll have full range of motion again. Okay? Thanks for joining me. Please subscribe. Check out my website at brettsnaturalhealth.com. And if you're somebody that I can't guarantee this, but if you're somebody that would like me to stop by your house and work on you and do some videos, then send me an email, Brett@brettsnatural. Oh, the other one. You can say either one, Brett@brettsnaturalhealth.com or Brett@vitalitymassage.net. Thanks so much.